Pages are still being turned at the Idaho Falls Public Library. It has reopened, but with some changes to keep us all safe. Local News 8's Ariel Schroeder shows us what they're doing.
When Governor Brad Little issued the stay-at-home order, that meant libraries had to close its doors. But this didn't mean library employees couldn't rewrite the rules.
That meant we stayed home. So we did a lot of training at home, a lot of webinars, a lot of email for some of us. So it was interesting being at home.
During that time, they prepared for their opening last Tuesday. They currently have 40,000 books checked out.
We get a lot that are returned, and it's hard to wipe everything down, especially with the lack of alcoholic wipes and cleaners and everything like that. So we've done some research that the virus lives for about 72 hours. We're doing 5 days just to give it a buffer.
The library has put all checked books in quarantine for 5 days just to play it safe. Right now, the library says they have more than 1,000 books in quarantine and just as many on hold. People are allowed back in the library. So what does this mean for books being touched?
It's sometimes hard to find all the ones that people touch, so we're asking the public just to set them on top of shelves or on carts, and then the items that we pick up at the end of the day come right back down to quarantine for 5 days.
The library is not just making sure that germs are being spread by books. Hand sanitizers can be found throughout the library. It's not required, but it is strongly recommended that we wear masks while inside the building. They ask if you have a child under the age of 10 that they stay with their parents at all times.
For the most part, people have been really good about following our regulations. Every now and again, we get some pushback. I got an eye roll today of a person who was not so happy when I asked her to be 6 feet apart from the person she was talking with. But for the most part, everybody's been really accommodating. And the fact of the matter is, if they can't abide by it, we can't be open. So we're expecting everybody to follow the changes.
Well, there's no need to read between the lines here. Reporting in Idaho Falls, I'm Ariel Schroeder.
It is tough to say when things will go back to normal at the library, but they do estimate things will continue this way until at least August.